Yes, some of people are on our day. This is Niki Tall, aka Oyinbo Boy, and me I did live on this podcast. I felt that by Mitchy. I'm gonna watch this thing. Niki Tall, Oyinbo Boy says so. One love.
It's so good to have you here.
Thank you for having me. I
How
appreciate
far
it.
now?
Everything is fine. Nothing to complain of.
How would it go?
We push and they go now. We for Gideons when they talk like this, so everything is fine.
How long have you been in Nigeria? Your pidgin is so good.
For the very first time, I came here in 2015.
2015?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was my very first visit, but I started doing the Nigerian thing since 2008.
What does that mean?
My covers back then on YouTube. So I had Nigerian friends in Germany. They were the ones where they teach me pidgin before. Because before me, I know they speak proper English.
Okay.
And Nigerians, they can't make me speak pidgin first before I can learn proper English.
And this one at 2008.
2008.
How?
My older brother took me out to the club when I
Okay.
was like 16,
Okay.
17, around that time. And there was one Nigerian DJ playing Afrobeats back then.
Okay.
Shout out to my guy, Larry Zafari. So he was playing Nigerian tunes back then in the
Okay.
club, and I was listening to that music. So at that time, there was just like P-Square, Do Me, the band songs, Nice,
Yep.
Kongwaso. And I heard that song. And that's the song that I took home. I asked, I said, what's the name of that song? I need to learn that jam. Then I was learning the song
Kongwaso.
step by step. And then I made a video, put it on YouTube. That went viral back
Kongwaso.
then. Kongwaso cover.
Wow.
And that was the beginning of me connecting to Nigerians via the internet. Let's put it that way. And then after some years, then I had to come here. That was 2015.
That is awesome.
And now it's 2025.
That's like 10 years.
That makes 10 years anniversary.
Whoa, have you celebrated it? You need to pop something like, like confetti in the air. So you're a producer,
Yes,
you're a musician,
yes.
you're a pilot.
No, that probably you've seen the video.
I
A lot of people have mistaken. That was me like in a simulator.
Oh.
But I wanted to be a pilot,
Right.
but I went another route. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
So, but I think I could fly an airplane.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah,
Based on the practicals I've done in the simulator, I asked my guy, I said, if I would have done the same thing in real life right now, would this airplane land or would have crashed? He said it would have landed.
Oh, you'd have landed. Okay, cool.
So that's it.
I think
I need practical practice.
Niki, I think a test from just you. You can't have anybody in there with you.
You said come again, please?
Just you. Just be you doing the test run, flying the plane.
Yes.
You can't have any passengers. Just you.
If I would do it,
Yeah.
I think I would do it.
Alone.
I would try it.
Try what? Oh, God.
Depending on
Oh my God.
I really have to be sure of what I'm doing.
Oh.
So till now, if I take more lessons and all of that, probably at some time I would do it.
Okay.
Sure.
So I'm going to take that off the list. So you're a musician, you're a
Producer.
producer, you're a businessman.
Yeah.
So nice music made you like delve into music big time. That
Yes.
was like your big inspo.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
No, sure.
If you could collaborate with any Nigerian artist, who would it be?
For now, see, I'm still looking forward to that nice collaboration. It has never happened yet. That would be like just to complete the
full circle
whole
moment.
story, the full
Yeah.
circle moment. You know, that would be lovely. Because that was the first cover I did. And then we did a big show in 2017 at the One Africa Music Festival where we performed together on that song. He brought me out on stage. That was another stepping stone in my career, let's put it that way. So doing a song with him would be something I would always love to do and would always be ready and open for to do. Other collaborations, I would love to have a song with Davido. That's somebody I really like music-wise. Because me, I'm DJing as well.
Yeah.
You didn't mention that one.
Yeah, actually.
We were about to go there.
We're going to go there.
Okay,
at
so,
some point.
and I play a lot of his songs. And is really like somebody I would love to have a song with. And then there's some Orisha Femi is a guy I would love to have a song with.
Yeah.
Right now, one of my features I always was chasing for actually happened or is about to be released, which is a song with Scales.
Nice.
And
okay.
it's a cool song. It's a very cool song. That's what I can tell.
Okay.
And which other collaboration? These are the major ones. If these ones are happening, we're
Like
good.
it's like all the way up there.
Yeah, that would be
That's
cool.
awesome. How is it? I think people need to understand like what happens behind the scene when it comes to making music and then promoting music? How has that been?
See, there's one thing is music and music business. And this is totally two different things.
Facts.
One thing is the passion, and we love to create music and love to do that. But when this product is finished and when you have the master in your hand, everybody's looking at each other and will be like, okay, what are we actually doing with it?
Right.
And what is the machine behind it, pushing it? And music promotion is something that was definitely a bittersweet experience always throughout my career, because I'm trying to establish myself in a field where when I started, there was not really like a proper foundation, because that industry just built itself at that moment when I started. So that's why probably I wasn't really like able or blessed enough to make a breakthrough in that way of how I would love that to be happening. But
Niki, you're doing great.
Yeah, I'm doing great. I have my piece with music already. God has given me way more than I ever expected. Because I know, I'm not the most talented artist. There are way more talented people out there. Vocally, I've never had a lesson vocal coaching. So anything that I've done was just based off me growing up in a musical family. So based on that one, I do think that the advantages, I have a unique voice. That's what the feedback is, would say, okay, if Niki Tall is on the song, we know that's Niki Tall. But I'm not like a blessed singer like that. I say, okay, I have one of these goosebumps voices where we say I can win Nigerian Idol with or something like that. That's it. But apart from that, I'm happy. I'm happy that what music has done everything to my life. See, I'm a mechanic for cars. That was my first.
Talk about the business.
My first profession was like my first job. Then I was a salesman for Mercedes-Benz, and I'm a chemical technician. These three things are the ones that I've done next to music, and none of these things has done a quarter of music what music has done to my life.
I like that.
So that's it.
I like that. So you're saying, as you're blessed.
You're blessed. Really. Like, because I know a lot of people that have tried past me, and music has not taken them anywhere.
Like, to go like
so not at all. And there are some people out there where we say sometimes it's me, I always say I don't really believe in luck like that, because I do believe, especially when it comes to artists, is when preparation meets opportunity. This is what luck looks out from outside. But you don't know, like, if to say one of my songs go blow right now, people will say, Ubi that, or now the majority will say, Ubi that or Oyinbo Boy all of a sudden. If you do research, this guy don't try since 2008.
Work,
So even if I have a song next year that will take all over Nigeria or Africa, then definitely people will be coming in and will be like, this guy is trying to take from our music. While I was there when things have been built, so it will always be like that.
See, I really love the comparison.
Yes.
Like business, and then seeing how far music has gotten you. And that's because you decide to put yourself out there. And this is going out to all the creatives as well. It's like you're overthinking your idea. Just do it. Put yourself out there. You just never know. Business might not be your calling. It might be entertainment. It might be, some sort of creativity. Just put your art out there. Thank you.
And there are like a lot of people are what I could advise everyone to do, and that was a situation I've worked myself into. I was doing business and I was doing work to be ready to go into something that I love, which is entertainment. So because I do believe that so many people have a lot of talents, but they really don't have the time to figure them out.
This is true.
Because you can always be pretending to be busy, or you can always be busy. Or especially when it comes to being self-employed. When you're self-employed, the day only has 24 hours, but there is never an end or limit to what it is. When you're an employee, you work 8 hours. After 8 hours, you look at the time you're closed. That's it. But when you are like self-employed,
you're working around the clock.
You can work as much as you want. And there will never be the point of satisfaction or end or limit or whatever. So you have to be the one to set it.
I love that. And I also love the enthusiasm. You have like really positive energy. You have really good positive energy.
Thank you.
No, seriously. And so that actually helps as well. So there's talent, there's passion, there's hard work, and then the positivity.
Yes.
And you're determined.
You never know. I might not be winning in music constantly. But at least I have so many things going on that I at least make sure I'm winning in life.
Right.
That's it.
Yes.
And that's something I would always advise people to look out for, especially when you are in this limelight or whatever, when you are in this celebrity or people know you, right? It's like one specific thing where you are known for. This one might come to an end at some point.
This is
but
true.
As long as you are still do something for yourself, then there's nothing to be worried to be hiding about. Me, I'm not, even if music is not going to make me like a superstar like that.
You're going to be known for something.
Yes, at least I have my life together. At least I'm happy.
Yeah.
So that's it. And I just hope that people can make that crossover at any time.
Right. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. That's
I would not really advise.
Because Niki, again, producer, musician, you're a DJ. If you're not popping here, someone can call you to come do a gig for them.
Yes, sure.
You know what I mean? If it's not that, you're
and it's still music. It's still music. At least I'm blessed enough to call myself. I'm making a living from music.
Right. In
general, okay, it's DJ, it's this, it's that, it's all together.
Right.
But still, it's music, which I'm thankful for.
No, and that's awesome. It. I like how, like, as a DJ, you don't even necessarily have to go into singing or whatever.
No.
Look at how big DJ Khaled is.
Yeah.
Collaborating with the biggest stars.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
It's just a lot you can do out of that too.
Exactly, but even if you don't reach to that level, and for example, like even if you become a known DJ in a specific area, and you start doing, for example, like wedding services and all of that, and you build yourself to the point where you say, okay, you invest in yourself, you have equipment, you have this and that. You might not be the most famous DJ that people know worldwide, but at least you might have a reference within your audience or within your circle where people pass you around, where we say, okay, all of a sudden you start making a living from music.
Right. What is your Nigerian name? Because your pidgin is so good for to have a Nigerian name.
Actually what people used to call me back then online, especially after that first time when I connected Agidi, people would call me say Adebo Wale.
Adebo Wale.
That's a Yoruba name, which means like the crown has came home, which really suited me at that time.
Right.
Then in 2019, I got a chieftaincy title because that was from Ikosi Koshofe, and the title that they gave to me was Basha Laruge, Be Asha Laruge, which means like the promoter of culture.
Wow, nice.
So, and that was very big honor to get to get that, because in this specific thing of what I'm doing, everything has started at some point with the idea of I love what I'm doing, and it's an exchange of culture, and as long as every party is grateful, everybody is like, as long as there's love involved and everybody is meeting each other halfway, I think that's what connects the world.
Right.
And I think that's a beautiful thing what has happened to Afrobeats, where we are proud of that. We've been able to witness that for the past 10 years. Because Afrobeats has break more barriers than anything else. Like even countries, they have conflicts politically, but the music is crossing over.
Music is universal. What's your favorite Nigerian food?
Pounded jam with egusi soup. That one is my number one. Anything else follows after that. So.
Okay, what's the next one?
I like moi moi.
Nice.
That's really like one of my things that I really like too. And different soups. Like I've tried so many of them, and I really like Nigerian food.
Nice. Has any of your siblings come here? Have they visited Nigeria?
No, sadly not. I'm trying to convince my dad all the time to be coming here.
Right.
Because my brother is a little bit scared of flying long distance.
How many hours is it?
From Germany is like 6.5, 7 hours.
That's not long.
It's not long, but at least it's longer than what the majority of people are used to.
Have you gone to any other African country?
No.
African countries, no?
No.
Why not?
So far, I still had so much to do in Nigeria that I didn't find the time to do it.
Not yet.
So, and I would love to go to Ivory Coast, Congo, and these two are the ones.
Ivory Coast,
Congo. These two are the first ones that I actually want to visit after I've been here in Nigeria.
Nice. How many languages do you speak?
I speak German, English, Greek. Pidgin goes for his own language, I would say.
Absolutely.
And I'm still struggling with my Yoruba.
Aww.
So it's these 5.
How good is your Yoruba? Like, or how?
See, with Yoruba is the thing that my pronunciation, even after all these years, it has not gotten to the point that on some days I feel like I've achieved something. On some days I'm speaking to somebody, the person is acting like they don't know anything what I'm saying.
Damn.
So, and that's like, that takes me back like so much. But I have my own idea about that one already.
Oh yeah?
Since the German language, as an example, is spoken by everyone, by like so many different foreigners. So you can speak German with an African accent. You can speak German with a Greek accent, with a Turkish accent, with a Spanish accent, with a Russian accent. You can speak the words in the most horrible pronunciation, and people are used to it. They will still get it.
Right.
But with Yoruba, it doesn't work that way. You can't speak Yoruba with an accent. If you don't hit the tone and the sound, people will be like, what is that word you are trying to say? And some people make it easy for you. Some will just like, okay, if they don't get it really like right, then that's there. For example, like there was 2 days ago, we've been fishing. And I was outside and there were 2 people like Yoruba and like another friend. And we've been talking about, and another guy didn't want to come because he was afraid and scared of water. Cool. So I was saying, experience bad things.
Right.
And one guy was like, what did you say? And the other one was laughing immediately.
Right.
And when I said, and that what I just said, it means like not everybody wants to make a bad experience.
Yeah.
And sometimes I do believe that, okay, it's just like that the face and the tone is not what you expect. It's not going together. Actually. But you speak Yoruba?
Of course.
You understand directly what I was saying?
Of course.
Yeah. But one person was rather pretending or rather like surprised or whatever, but the person didn't understand what I was saying.
Right.
So I feel like it still takes time.
Another question.
Yes, please.
Are you a perfectionist?
No, far from that.
Tell me about
the moment I've distanced myself from perfection, that's the moment I started making progress.
I like that.
So that's my point of view about it. Because regardless of what you are creating, we are talking right now about at least semi-professional, regardless of what you're doing.
Right.
Because I do believe if you produce 100 songs per year, even on those days when you're not 100%, when you're like 90%, this 90% is still better because of the practice than the person who is doing 3 songs per year to 100% perfection.
Right.
Because practice makes perfect. That's the way I'm seeing it. So your output, when you are regularly, constantly on it, is better than when you just wake up one day, you will be like, oh, I'm going to make this specific one, I'm going to make it perfect.
I love that.
That one doesn't really work, especially for me, and I don't believe for anybody else.
I like that.
Because at the end of the day, the consumer doesn't know when is the point of perfection, regardless. If I produce a song or if you draw a picture, you don't know when is the point of when the last stripe has been done.
Right.
When you're doing songs, when you're doing content, when you're doing pictures or uploading videos and all of that, first of all, you need to understand you're fighting an algorithm before you fight the taste of a human being. So you need to go through an algorithm first before you're actually getting exposed to human beings consuming what you're doing. So if you're just uploading 1 video per year, that won't go into a voicemail straight. So, but if you're uploading 10 videos per week, maybe you will get exposed.
Yeah, but not garbage though.
Even if it's garbage, at this point,
Niki.
I don't really believe in because I've done. See, do you know how many times I've done content where I thought so? Oh, when I upload this one, I'll go kill everywhere go scatter.
Right.
By the time after I've edited and everything, I realized I just killed myself with it. That's it. The video has not gone anywhere. And then after that, the next day you shoot another video, you upload. It's about consistency these days.
Consistency is very important.
But quality is something, sure, quality.
Yeah.
But see, we as you with your podcast and with all this, we are professional here in what we are doing. You have a nice camera set up. We are not sitting somewhere with bad light and we try to shoot with a phone or something like that. It's not about that. I'm talking about in that level where everyone is at least a little bit advanced. But we still have advanced people that are still lazy in their output.
This is true.
So we are not comparing to the ones that are just starting. Let's put it that way.
No, but even if you're just starting, and you don't even have all the gears, or
yes,
just put your content out there.
Exactly.
As long as it's not garbage.
Yeah, as long as it's not garbage. Yeah, then it's quantity what matters these days.
Yeah.
Continue, do
keep
more.
Pushing your music, keep pushing your art, keep pushing the things that you're doing. Put yourself out there. I feel like that's what it is.
You know, there's a sad thing, but a very inspiring thing that a content creator has said to me like recently. He said, you know what is the most sad thing that I'm thinking about, like when I'm thinking of my TikTok content?
What's that?
I asked him, I said, what is it? The 200 first videos that I've done, they were so great, but they were just the ones that helped me to gain audience.
Yeah.
So after that, right now, since I have audience now, anything I'm doing from now, probably I've done it already.
Damn.
But it's just like that, you need to recycle yourself over and over again before you really have reached out to everyone.
Niki, that's actually so true, because like look at the likes of Beyonce.
Yes.
Right? Michael Jordan.
Yes.
You know how many times they failed?
Yes.
Thousands of times.
Thousands of times.
I feel like that's also kind of like when it comes to social media as well as content creating and all whatnot. Like you will go through all of that hurdle. But like, don't give up.
Nope.
Keep putting yourself out there.
Exactly.
You just never know which one. You never know what content will help you strike gold.
Exactly.
And the moment that happens, your life's changed forever.
Exactly. You see, there's a good example of what we talked about with skills.
Yes.
You see that Lamine Yamal, that football player.
Yeah.
That was the one that blew Shake Body.
I know.
Again.
I know.
You see what's happening right now?
Yeah.
Fireworks everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's
crazy,
it.
Crazy impressive. Crazy impressive. Happy, we're all happy for Skills, man.
I'm so happy.
We're all happy for. I'm so happy about the song that you have with him, and I hope that
so
we can bang to it.
Hopefully,
it'll be awesome. So we can all bop to it.
That song actually is coming out within the next, from now on, within the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Ooh, how excited are you for that?
A lot, big excitement, because we shoot a video already.
Nice.
And the song is an Afrobeats song, but it has an Italian artist on it as well.
Ooh.
So there's like a little bit mixture of which makes it like an international something sound.
Yes.
And since he's like world touring almost at the moment, I think that song, if it comes into his portfolio, will be doing pretty good.
That would be incredible. I can't wait to hear the song.
Yeah.
That's so lovely. No, it's really nice, man. Like I like that I'm still going back to the diversity as to what you do: DJing, producer, musician, and then a businessman. You know, we have the likes of DJ Spinall in Nigeria, who's doing great, DJ Exclusive,
exactly.
And then obviously like international DJs and stuff. And it's just so great to hear that. You know, again, I'm just doing like a bit of a recap on this podcast. Is do not put all your eggs in one basket. I know you guys have heard this like 1,001 times, but really and truly, like, don't do that.
I mean, it's good to have, it's good to be thinking, oh, I don't need a plan B because plan A is the only option. I'm going to work on that and work on that. It's good, and you need that spirit. But at the same time, if you're working on yourself being efficient, rather with a good team around you, or at least like, because literally like even as an artist, you can build a team around yourself.
Right.
You can have somebody that is a friend that works in a different field of what you're doing. You are doing music. Probably this one is into video editing. You guys can grow together.
Collaboration.
You know?
Yeah.
And if you have like the surroundings of this team around you, there was one artist that I was working with. That artist was not that big, but his whole setup around him was already so good that the guy had to do 3 hours of music per week to really release something.
Wow.
There was times where I'm doing everything by myself, producing, mixing, mastering, writing, recording, editing videos.
Right.
There was like, okay, before I'm going to put out one of these projects, I need at least 1 week of my own manpower.
Right.
This guy just needed 3 hours.
Wait, do you mean like 3 hours every day or just like 3 hours?
No, 3 hours for one project.
For a project.
Because he went to the studio, he wrote a song, he dropped his vocals, and he appeared in front of a camera. He didn't edit anything. Wow. He didn't mix anything.
Right.
He didn't do anything after that, just apart from like posting.
Right.
So the output of that guy was much higher than my own.
Right.
And he didn't have to put all his eggs in one basket. His music machinery was way more efficient than my own at that time.
Right. That's awesome. But see how far you've come.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you've drawn inspiration from the guy.
Yes.
And see how far you've grown.
Yes.
That is incredible. Another question for
you. Yes,
you.
please.
So you left Germany to do business in Nigeria. What did your what did your parents like? How did they feel about that?
Sadly, and don't feel bad about it. It's not a bad topic to talk about for me. It's okay. Sadly, my mom passed away when I was 17. Ooh. And so my dad is pretty much in my life present. Okay. And my mom passed away before all of that happened. So she never really knew that I was going to be doing like this thing in Nigeria and all of that. So that's it. But my dad is like a senior brother and a good friend at the same time.
I love that.
Because me and my dad, we really have like a very mutual way of looking at life.
Right.
And the way we pass through life is pretty much, we have the same talents.
Nice.
And he's really understanding what I'm doing. And he can really understand all of that. And that's nice to me. That's a big blessing.
I like that. I feel the love.
Yes.
You know,
no. It's like I'm telling you, my dad is one of the biggest flex in my life of everything I have. I'm telling you, it's incredible. He is the one that has showed the difference between a father and a producer of a child.
Right.
You know, because it's a different thing just to do something and something is coming out, or just to be present in that person's life till through thick and thin, through everything.
Right.
And my dad has proven like so many points in my life where I was saying, okay, there's no other man in this life who wants to see me doing so great.
I love that. You're so blessed.
No, really, that's
Niki. You're so blessed.
That's That's I'm telling you, I'm so grateful for that, because even if my mom has been taken away, that was a big loss. But definitely, my father has made up in his best way of how he could do it.
Right.
That's it.
But no, seriously, like you're so blessed, and I really love that for you, that you have that relationship with your dad. People pray for that.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
100%, because dads are so underrated and so important in people's life, and a lot of people a lot of males, they don't really take that responsibility the way, because they were not introduced to it themselves.
Right.
So to me, having that experience, chances are there that if I have children, that
incorporate that.
That's it.
Yeah.
But if you are not blessed with that experience, somehow it's hard to deliver them. You know. But some people still do. Not saying using that as an excuse or whatever, but I'm just saying when you felt it, I think it's different to deliver.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, man, for coming on this podcast. No, seriously, like this has been a really, really nice chat. I told you it wasn't going to take too much time.
No, but to me, I'm good.
Yeah.
If you have more questions, you can continue.
Do you have any questions for me?
Questions for you.
Oh boy.
Now, since I'm not prepared, now I have to be spontaneous.
This is candid. This is always candid.
Oh
no.
Actually, for how long has this podcast existed already?
Oh, I started last year.
Last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I came back to Nigeria. I mean, I've been in Nigeria. I just went on vacation, so I came back in February. I'm like, you know what? Let me do this. So you know how, like, obviously, like, I'm a businesswoman.
Yes.
And I'm like, this is also something I can definitely delve into.
Yes.
So
Sure.
So I started doing it actively last year.
Yeah.
So I started last year.
That's good. You're doing good.
Thank God.
You're doing good. I mean, you have a nice team around you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you are doing great as well, just as a live response on your podcast.
Oh yes, I love it. It's been, how it is, like, posting stuff to YouTube, like trying to see like the traction or whatever. But like the YouTube community has been growing. It was like less than 500 subscribers, and it became 1,000 after a couple of months, and then 2,000, 3,000, and then we recently hit 10K. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Just imagine all these people like in one stadium or whatever, listening to whatever. That's like a big crowd.
I love that. Thank you.
That's a crowd. That's what I always keep reminding myself when it comes to social media, because we are targeting those viral videos. But even the ones that get sometimes like 10, 20,000 views,
right?
That's still like a big audience. Just put it in mind of a real crowd in front of you.
I love your perspective.
That's it.
Dude, man, this guy.
That's it.
No, that's awesome. Thank you so very much for being on here.
You're welcome.
So you're flying and you're back in October.
Yeah, I'm looking at October. Realistically.
That's a really long time, yeah.
Do you think so?
It's too far now.
It's June, July, August, September.
October?
Yeah, but maybe it's beginning of October.
Oh.
So that's 4 months.
Oh, okay.
4 months.
Then, hey, your music would have blown.
Maybe that next song that I'm releasing, maybe that song is everywhere.
That'd be so nice.
And I'm telling you, if that happens, like God has done so much for me, but it's just like 2-3 prayer points remaining.
Right.
One is getting married and have a family.
Right.
That's 1 and 2. Number 3 is one hit song.
Oh man.
One hit song, because even though talk say I do another album, I will do another 3 albums.
Right.
Even if all these albums go into voicemail,
right.
No problem. We are used to that.
Right.
But if one song blows up, like one song, I'm talking about like that level of it doesn't have to be like calm down level.
Right.
Even if it's 10 times lower than that.
No, it's okay. Like aim high.
Even if it's a hit song.
Yeah.
That's the last thing missing in my life. I'm not lying.
Man.
If that really happens, if there's one song this face is attached to, when you know, okay, that's Niki Tall's song, the guy who sang that song. Because till date, people know me and my face because of so many things like viral videos I've done, or things that videos that I've spoken about some certain topics that have gone viral, or one song that has been doing good for some time, or whatever. But that one specific song is not there yet.
Right.
And if I have that one,
like you're good.
That would be good.
You never know. It might happen for you, man. I really want it to happen for you, seriously.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So how is doing business in Nigeria?
Business is tough over here, but at the same time, it has a certain different way of challenges.
Okay.
So because I have a car workshop. Since I'm a mechanic for cars, it came to the point of where I was actually repairing one of my own car. And during that process, I connected with somebody who already was in that field.
Nice.
And that's how the cooperation came together. And that's how I was like, okay, because here in Lagos or in Nigeria in general, there's a lot of potential for that specific job. The thing is that over here, things are done way differently when it comes to learning and education about some certain things, especially in that job.
Niki Tall, how tall are you?
I'm 1.96 meters.
What's that?
That's 6'4", 6'5".
6'4", 6'5".
Yes.
Yeah, that's actually tall.
Tall enough to call yourself Niki Tall?
Actually, yeah. Do you play basketball?
No, I was doing kickboxing all my life.
Whoa.
That's the sport I was related to.
Nice.
Since I'm from small child till the age of like 30. And then after that, just like to stay fit, you know, but not like any competitions or whatever.
Nah, that's incredible. If Wizkid walked in here right now,
yes,
what would you do?
What would I do?
Yeah, how would you? Like...
I said, bros, you don't remember me from 2015, where we don't perform for Leverkusen.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. If Davido walks in here, what would you do?
If Davido walks in here, what I would... No, I would just be like, congratulate him for all the achievements, what he has done. I would do that for Wizkid too. Like because to me, I admire people that are hardworking.
Yes.
So that's it. That's it.
That's awesome. Can you teach me to say something in German?
In German? Ich möchte nach Deutschland.
Nach Deutschland? Du hast doch.
No, nach Deutschland. Auswandern.
That's long.
You want to say?
Ich möchte. That's one more time.
Ich möchte nach Deutschland.
Huh?
Ich möchte nach Deutschland. Auswandern. Yeah.
What's that in English?
That means I want to go to Germany. But in a way of I want to relocate to Germany.
Oh, I'm not trying to jackpot to Germany though.
You don't want jackpot?
I'm not jackpotting to Germany.
But that's nice to hear that you don't want. Because like at this point, like I feel like everybody's going for that one.
Ooh.
And I don't really believe that it works out for everyone.
How's life in Germany?
Life in Germany? I'm telling you, I was born 1990. I know Germany from the 90s, from the early 2000s, and from 2010 until recent. And I'm telling you, what this country has been through and what this country has turned into,
wow,
that's from here to here.
Damn.
So Germany is not really, it's a different Germany what we have now to the Germany I grew up in.
Damn.
So it's not really like...
No, seriously, yeah. Doing business here has its challenges, but then it has its perks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It favors you in some different ways, but there are some challenges somewhere else too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm saying this, when one plan is working out for one person, it doesn't mean that everybody needs to follow that route.
Right.
Because it's not for everyone. To some people, it might be nice to them, but to a lot of them, it might not. So there are even like when I talk to people, when I tell them, oh, I'm from Germany, but I'm here in Nigeria, I'm doing things, and I ask them, do you think of like relocating? And some people they say no, I love it over here, and that's like really nice.
Right.
Like when people are actually, I love it the most when I hear people speaking good about Nigeria. I love it.
You know, I think, yeah, that's actually great hearing like positive review. The people who have come to the country and are like, oh, I didn't even know this country is like this.
Yes.
So it's like they're always like really, really shocked.
Yes.
And essentially, like the goal for the traveling is being able to go in and out, like not being stuck anywhere.
Yes.
I feel like that gives you so much more
life.
Like you enjoy life. You're seeing.
But I think what is my dream and my own vision for Nigeria on the long run, or for Africa on the long run in general, is like, see, our country, Greece. Greece income is 70% based on tourism. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Tourism is a totally different section that barely exists over here. And you guys have so much to offer.
Yeah.
So it's very, very hard. Very hard. I actually don't really know why, but if that whole tourism is something that could be presented, there's so much money in exchange in that. That
yes, money in tourism actually.
Yeah, there's like, see countries like Egypt, see countries like they're literally like, they're not producing anything. They don't have oil to sell, they don't have gold to sell, they have nothing. It's just based on money that people are bringing from abroad, coming into the country, circulating and feeding people. So
awesome. Thanks. That's a wrap, man. That's actually pretty much it. That's a wrap.
Yes, you guys want to love for. This is Niki Tall, aka Oyinbo Boy. So I felt that by Mitchy. That's what you should like, share, and subscribe to.
Ding, 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 ding.